Hello, brown bears. Welcome to your Earth astrology reading for the month of March. I am using the clarifying life situations for the overall theme for the month. And then for the actual reading, we're going to be doing something a little bit different this month. I got a new deck of cards called the Crow Tarot, and they have what was called a Crow spread in it. It's an 8 card spread that we are going to try this month. We have the heart energy, the current energy, the crossing energy, hopes and fears, grounding energy, lessons from the past, external forces, and the outcome. Okay. And then, of course, we will go through and clarify everything. So, brown bears, starting with your overall theme for the month, you have the Almost There card, which says, persist with faith. You are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. I love that. I love that. Okay. So then going to your heart energy, we have the 3 of Cups. So your heart energy, this is the energy that is serving as a foundation for you right now. This is something that has taken hold in your heart due to, life events that are happening around you right now. And the 3 of Cups, this is all about community. And it's also a card of celebration. So I do feel like the brown bears, really the foundation of your heart right now is community. It's the people that you choose to surround yourself with. But let's clarify that 3 of Cups. So with the 3 of Cups, we have the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is a card of making plans. So yes, again, if you don't have plans right now to get together with friends or family, again, your community, your tribe, I would definitely be making plans at this time. But again, this is in your heart energy. So I already feel like a lot of you are doing this right now. You are making plans. Then we go to your current general energy. And here we have the Ace of Swords. So the brown bears, first of all, their current energy right now is victory. And I mean, I'm sorry, but is there a better place to be, in your current general energy? Yeah, you guys are surrounded by success and victory right now. And I feel like it's because a lot of you are really focusing your minds right now. But let's clarify the Ace of Swords. With the Ace of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups. So the brave messenger of love. I feel like the brown bears are really getting in touch with their feelings and with their emotions at this time. And again, this could be a victory for a lot of the brown bears. The brown bears tend to be a little bit I don't want to say necessarily closed off, but maybe quieter with their emotions. They don't tend to bring their emotions to the surface. They have a lot of them, but they don't tend to bring them to the surface very much. But I think, a lot of these feelings and a lot of these emotions are coming to the surface right now. But again, this is with the Ace of Swords. So this is a really, really good thing. You're getting in touch with your emotions. You're getting in touch with that heart. I love it. All right. Next, we go to your crossing energy. And here we have the 5 of Cups. So your crossing energy, this can be either what helps you or what hinders you, what holds you back. So the 5 of Cups is a card of mourning the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So again, if there are things that, again, because you had that Knight of Cups, right? So there is going to be a lot of emotion. But the 5 of Cups kind of says like, don't focus on the things that you've lost, the things that didn't work out for you, because those things were not meant for you. The 5 of Cups says to have gratitude for what you do have, right? Those 2 cups, right? Like again, these 3 cups, that crow didn't really want those anyway. They weren't meant for him, but these 2 cups are. So again, it speaks to having, that is really what is going to help you this month is having gratitude for the things that you have. But let's clarify that Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, this can be a card of planting seeds, but it's also a card of managing expectations, right? So again, what's going to help you is planting those seeds. But what could get in the way is your expectations, okay? So make sure that you are managing your expectations, or really even letting go of some expectations, right? Really allow, spirit to just work, allow your higher self to just work, and see what unfolds. Then we go to the area of your hopes and fears. And here we have the Four of Cups. So it's interesting because, yeah, you've had the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Cups. The Four of Cups, this is a card of missed opportunity, right? And again, like we said with that Five of Cups there, you don't want to be focusing on the things that you have quote unquote lost right now. Again, if you are focused on those things, the idea here with this Four of Cups is that he's too focused on these things that didn't quite manifest the way that he wanted them to. Again, expectations. And because he's worried about these three cups, he's not seeing this one here. He's not seeing the gift from spirit, the opportunity that is being handed to him. So, again, I think the hope is opportunity, which I believe is there for the brown bears. But again, I feel like there has to be a shift of focus from, the negative or the things that we don't have, and again, instead looking at, building something, planting those seeds and actually growing something. But let's clarify the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is usually one of my cards of, it kind of says that you're making assumptions about something or some things. And the King of Swords is a card that says to challenge your assumptions. Just because you assume something, just because you believe something, doesn't make it true. And again, he also has butterflies there on his throne, and butterflies represent change and transformation. And the swords represent the area of your mind. So again, there's an assumption that needs to change, is what I would say there. Next, we go to your grounding energy. And your grounding energy, this is the energy that keeps you centered and connected to the present. So you have the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords, again, this can be a card of being at a crossroads. But for me too, it's also a card that, like when this is coming up, this is saying that you need to trust your intuition. Okay. And again, there's also third place solutions, which it is another theme of this Two of Swords. So again, what's going to keep you grounded, what's going to keep you centered, is trusting that intuition. And again, looking for those third place solutions, thinking a little bit outside the box. But let's clarify the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can sometimes show up when we need to, again, break free from tradition or convention. And again, you did have that King of Swords there in your hopes and fears about, challenging assumptions. And again, the Hierophant would kind of say that this is like a long held belief. It's more, I feel like it's even more than an assumption. This could be a long held belief that you need to find another solution to. And again, I feel like trusting your intuition is how you are going to find this solution. And again, your overall theme there is saying like you are on the brink of a breakthrough. And I mean, so far, everything in this reading is absolutely pointing in that direction. Next, we go to the area of lessons from the past. And here we have the Magician. So the Magician is a card of manifestation. It's also a card of focused attention. Um, it's also a card of using all of the resources, everything that you have in order to manifest something in your life. And again, I feel like, this is coming up in lessons from your past. So this is lessons or experiences that serve, as a reminder or offer some sort of advice. So I feel like, Spirit is saying, like you have manifested things in the past, Brown Bear. And because you've done it once, you can do it again. And I feel like you have a lot more knowledge and wisdom, a lot more tools in your toolbox now than you used to. And this is just Spirit's way of reminding you of that and telling you don't forget to use those tools. Let's clarify the Magician. So with the Magician, we have the Empress. And I would also say like the Empress is the mother of the tarot. She is loving, she is caring, she is nurturing. Um, and again, I feel like you need to bring a little bit more of this into your life, brown bears, and specifically to yourself. I also feel like you could be, the Empress can sometimes represent birthing something into existence. And again, with that manifestation, with that Magician card, you could be manifesting the birth of something, the start of something. And I do feel like, again, if you use the lessons from your past, and you use all of those tools in your toolbox, you can birth something quite lovely and quite beautiful. Next, we go to external forces. So these are, this is energy that enters without invitation. So here we have the emperor. So again, you had the Empress, but you also have the Emperor. So first of all, this is divine counterparts, which does speak of very balanced energy. But being that this is coming up in the external forces, an energy that enters without invitation, I would be careful of very aggressive behavior at this time. Especially, like somebody who wants to come in and be very dominant, you know what I mean? Somebody who wants to tell you what to do and, again, is very, very aggressive about it. This could be, the kind of it's almost like really pushy energy that is here. So again, this is something that you're going to have to be mindful of. And again, especially because you have the Empress, so like I said, that balanced energy. If you do get met with this aggressive energy, I would say like don't meet aggression with aggression. Okay, try to take more of that Empress energy. That like don't get me wrong, don't put up with being told what to do or being bullied or anything like that. But also try to just be assertive rather than aggressive. But let's clarify the Emperor. So with the Emperor, we have the Ace of Swords. So again, that's the Ace of Sword twice. So first of all, when you get two aces in a reading, that is pretty much a yes to anything that I haven't answered. And again, you have the Ace of Swords specifically twice. So a lot of victory. And again, I do feel like you could be finding victory or success with somebody who is a little bit more on the aggressive side, right? Again, I kind of feel like I said, if you don't meet aggression with aggression, I definitely feel like you are going to definitely see a victory or some sort of success happen. And then finally, we come to the outcome card. And here we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, this is a card of knowing your limits and not taking on more than you can handle. So, coming up in the outcome position, again, I feel like you are going to be learning by the end of this month, by the outcome with all of this. Like I said, yes, I do feel like you are going to have some sort of breakthrough. And I also feel like you are going to know where your limits are. And I feel like there could be some boundaries put in place at that time. Once you are aware of what your limits are in certain areas, then you're going to have to put some boundaries in and enforce that. But let's clarify the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords, we have the Lovers. Yeah, again, I do feel like this is about love, and this is about love for yourself. Brown bears. I do feel like this is, knowing your limits and putting boundaries around those limits. This is self-love. It is self-care. And again, the lovers represent love in all forms, including self-love. So again, know your limits, set your boundaries, and then respect those boundaries out of love, care, and respect for yourself. So, all in all, a pretty good reading, Brown Bears. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought of the new spread, the new deck. Uh, and I do appreciate it. It really does help the channel. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.